Continuing on with 50, another clip from the $1 Million Worth of Game went viral, and it was 50 talking about almost signing Desiigner. If you don't know who Desiigner is, he's the one-hit wonder kind of. I mean, I think he had 2 hits. I like the Timmy Turner record. Timmy Turner, you for burner, hear everybody walk. I love that record. But Desiigner is the one who made the song Panda, and he sounded a lot like Future. When this came out, a lot of people thought it was Future. It wasn't. It was obviously somebody else, and eventually Kanye West ended up signing him, and 50 Cent talked about how he almost signed Desiigner, and he said that he didn't sign him because he didn't have any hits. Like, he just had one song, which is Panda. And he was like, I'm not signing this. Mind you, Desiigner blew up back in, I think, 2016. Let me hold on. Let me play this clip. Around, 2016. Late 2015, early 2016. So 50 was still moving around with G-Unit, and he had G-Unit reunion happening. So at the time, he was still music focused. Let's remember that, because I know a lot of people are going to be like, 50 trying to sign somebody. When did that happen? But let's play the clip.
Came to me, I was what's the name? Sound like Future. It sounded like Future.
I got clubs in Atlanta.
Panda. Yeah, I got bros in Atlanta. I met with him before he did the deal with Kanye and them. Had him at the office. I'm like, yo, so let me hear the other records you got. And he's like, that's it. And the shit was so hot that I was struggling. And I was like, nah, I can't get that money. Let them give them whatever they're gonna get. I know who I was when I made one record.
Plan,
when I made one record, I didn't know how to make the next one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. So if you have the distraction of a record, you move around, you start seeing all these bad. You done been married 3 times this weekend. Yeah. So if this is done happen, you done got all this confused. You like, what happened? What's your next record? I don't know. I think I like her. I think I love her. You thinking other shit that wasn't even in your thought process prior to that hit.
Right.
So where do you find a hit record?
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? We're not on the same thought pattern that you was when you made the hit.
Well, basically, what this further proves for me is that 50 is ahead of the curve on a lot of artists, but for some reason doesn't sign the right ones. He has interest in probably 50's taste in signing artists is probably the worst ever. And I would tell 50 this in front of his face. I think he signed some of the most atrocious artists ever. I'm not even capping. No disrespect to these artists I'm about to name, but these artists are dookie water. Hot Rod, yeah, one great record that I enjoyed. Bump my shit. But I like Hot Rod regardless. He's a cool guy. But he's just not that. At the time, Yayo should have been the A&R for G-Unit Records. Tony Yayo got Banks on G-Unit, Lloyd Banks. Tony Yayo, besides Buck, 50 did a good move on Buck, because Buck was the one that 50 wanted. So shout out to 50 on that. Good move. Game, that was more of Dr. Dre, and then just brought him on, so I don't really give 50 credit for that. But everything in 2006 and after, Mobb Deep was a good move. MLP, no disrespect to them, not a good move, putting him on G-Unit. Hot Rod, not a good move. He ended up signing Governor, which I like him as an R&B singer, but just not there. Precious Paris, not there. The girl sang Sunshine. I can call you my baby boy. I forget her name, and Leah, something like that. She was on Lil Flip Sunshine. She ended up signing Olivia. No disrespect. Wasn't the move. Yeah, at one point, even Shaw Money was telling me that they tried to do a G-Unit Girls, like where there's G-Unit Girls, and 50 had some weird ideas where Yayo brought 50 J. Cole. Go on one of the, I forget what mixtape. It's 2008 mixtape. It's the one where he's holding, I think, the basketball, the come up. It might be the come up. Let me see. It might be the come up. It's probably this one. Is it the come up or is it the other one? No, it's not the come up. That's the debut mixtape. It might be the come up. I might be wrong about that. I don't know. It's one of those. It's either his first mixtape to come up or it's the warm up. One of those two. The warm up is the one where he's holding the basketball, but it's either the come up or the warm up. On one of those mixtapes, on one of the tracks at the end, he shouts out Tony Yayo. I'm in G-Unit studio, blah, blah, blah. Like, Yayo brought 50 J. Cole. Somebody else brought, I think it might have been Yale that brought 50 Nicki Minaj too. J. Cole and Nicki Minaj had a chance to be on G Unit Records. And didn't happen. Didn't happen. I think 50, I don't know, man. I'm not even. I like Kid Kid. That was a good signing. As some people don't like him because of his voice, blah, blah, blah. Kid Kid can rap his ass off. 50's right about that. Kid Kid can rap his ass off, period. Is he really that marketable? Probably not. It's hard to market certain sounds and stuff. But Kid Kid, as far as a rapper's rapper, he's one of the best, period. That's how I view it. I mean, I've heard bars from that motherfucker that maybe I was like, God damn, what the fuck you just say? So I think 50 though, and everybody else, I think the only moves he made that were really good was Buck and Kid Kid. I think everybody else, he kind of just, I don't like the signs that he had on that. And then he had, at one point, he was like trying to sign, I forget who it was, man. Oh, at one point he signed DJ Pauly D to G Note Records. He had a whole R&B side, like DJ Pauly D. Come on, bro. What are we doing? At that moment, I'd be like, Fifth, what are you doing? But that's a whole different thing. Desiigner decided to respond, and he dropped a diss track. Because how else is he going to respond, man? He has to drop a diss track. So let's play the clip.
For my bitches getting money, it's for my bitches getting to it. Like flocking, let's do it. Get the money, let's do it. It's for my bitches getting money, and my niggas getting to it. Every night, let's do it. She gon' pop, she gon' screw it. Niggas talking that 50 cent, I be talking 50 mil. Niggas talking that Timmy Turner, let the niggas get killed. I got signed to Kanye, little niggas, you was never worth the deal. Designer always keep it real. Designer always keep it for my bitch. For my bitch. For my bitch. For my bitch.
Hey, I was bumping to it, but this shit ass, bro. No disrespect. 50 goes, this kind of just proved 50 right. I think he should have responded. Instead of responding like this and accepting critique from an OG, a veteran in hip-hop, he decides to respond with a diss track and just trolling. And he should have just responded and be like, you know what, Fifth? At the time, I wasn't ready. You're right. And I learned from that. And that taught me a huge lesson and blah, 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 blah. But instead, he just provided more proof that 50 was right. That's all. He just provided more proof that 50 was right. This guy can't make another hit to save his life. But, hey, not going to cap that Timmy Turner record. I like that. So, to me, he's not a one-hit wonder, to me, because I like Timmy Turner. Now, was Timmy Turner a hit? Let me see. Let me actually go to Desiigner and his chart history. Desiigner chart history. What's Timmy Turner? Because Timmy Turner did, I think, pretty good. Timmy Turner. Yeah, Timmy Turner went number 34. So BTS featuring Desiigner Mic Drop went 28. That's not his record, but then Champions, Kanye West, Desiigner was on there. That went to number 71. But his number one hit was obviously Panda. I got broads in Atlanta, chasing the lean, the phantom. But then Timmy Turner, I like Timmy Turner, man. Timmy Turner. He wait for a burner. Everybody walk. Number 34, I like that record. So, yeah, back to back, yeah, I like that record. Every time I say I like that record, it reminds me of that. Back to back, yeah, I like that record. Let me get back to that for the record. Shout out to Kendrick, man. But he proved him wrong, proved him right. And, we'll keep our eyes posted. I don't think 50's going to really respond to this. I wouldn't be surprised if he does, though. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. 50 was right in not signing it, man. That would have been a terrible deal. That would have been a terrible look. I couldn't defend G Unit Records no more. I was tired of fighting for my life trying to defend G Unit Records and the decisions they were making. Tired of it, man. I was over here fighting for my life because some of these decisions were just, I'm not even going to get into it. If I was here talking to Fifth, I'd be like, bruh, you fucked up on a lot of these deals, man. You should have signed J. Cole. Like, if I had Yayo here, bro, I would tell him in front of his face, you should have been the A&R of G Unit. 50 should have just focused on his music and business. Sha Money should have ran what he did, which he was the one that was making sure albums were coming out. The second Sha Money left is the second we stopped getting music from everybody. It was Sha Money that was making sure we were on the clock and shit was coming out. Whether 50 wants to admit it or not, that's another thing I would love to tell 50 is like, Sha Money was the reason why G Unit was running a lot smoother than we thought. Because if it wasn't for him, because think about it, when he left in 2007, Nobody else is dropping albums. Buck dropped. That was the last thing that Shaw Money had a hand in. Anything revolving around G-Unit. Then you had the Curtis album drop, and after that, nothing. It was a shit show. You had TOS drop 2008. You had Before I Self-Destruct, and after that, it was done. Finished. Nothing else came out. Banks had HFM 2 in 2000, late 2010. Cool. No Yayo album. No other artists. Everything just kind of went to shit and crumbled. And 50 was doing his G-Note records and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm trying to get behind this as a fan, but I couldn't, man. It was just so much shit. I had to defend this, by the way. I was in high school. Mind you, I was in high school defending G-Note records. The Piff, man. Did me dirty at the time, man. But, hey, it is what it is.